events and with the emphasis on preserving downtown Morris. We're a volunteer board. We don't have any voting capacity, anything of that nature. The board's made up by educators, small business owners, and other people within the community. So, okay. With that said, I will call the meeting to order. Roll call, please, Joe.
Good morning, everyone. Steve Barr.
Here.
Lance Copes.
Present.
Ray Grossi.
Here.
J.R. Hawk.
Here.
Paula Mercer. Here. Dave Raffel.
Here.
Dean Tambling.
Here.
Michelle Zadakis. Here. All present.
Okay, thanks everybody for attending. I would look for a motion to approve the June 2026 meeting minutes as presented in your packet.
So, second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, update from Police Chief Alicia Steffes.
Good morning. I'm going to split my time with Deputy Chief Scotland today, but first I want Sergeant Pampanola, if you would come forward. At our last City Council meeting, we formally swore Nick in, but on July 27th, he was promoted from patrolman to sergeant, so I just wanted to give you a chance to meet him. I believe most of you have probably met him before. He brought his K-9 hat filled in probably about a year ago, 2 months ago. So
I think I've met everybody. Good reason, totally.
Let's keep it there.
Yeah. So Nick will, right now he is overseeing one of our day shifts, today's day shift actually. He still has the K-9, so Hatfield is still at work. In fact, Nick and Hatfield were in Marseilles yesterday for a missing child they were assisting with. So still will keep his K-9 duties. He also serves as a field training officer. He's on the Grundy County Honor Guard, which is a county-wide organization. So he has that. He is one of our recruiting officers. We have a team that works in which one of our recruiting officers are about to test, and he's been very active in that too. So considering he only has about 6 years on with us, he's been very active, and we're excited to have him in this leadership role. So just wanted you to introduce and his position, and thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for everyone for having me. Continued support. I love this town, and even since I was a little kid, I just love how this community has grown into what it is today. So I'm happy to be continuing to work with you.
We always like when we get local kids and can recruit them to work here too, because they have more invested in Morris, and that's definitely one of the things we like about Nick. So very good. And with that, Shannon, you want to come forward?
Sure.
Deputy Chief Chancellor.
Do I have to talk in the microphone? Okay. Okay. One of the things we do, of course, the Corn Fest is coming up. We start planning for this event a week after the last one. So this has been literally an 11-month process so far. This is my first draft of our action plan. I'll go through about 10 of these before the event starts next month. A couple of changes this year. The police and the city and the Corn Fest committee have met throughout the year, addressing some of the complaints and safety issues we've had over the years, and this thing progresses every year as we go. Probably one of the main changes that's going to happen this year is the footprint of the event is going to shrink down to North Street, and to address our complaints of handicap parking accessibility, those 2 blocks north of North Street will be designated for handicap parking. So it'll just be right north of the events. So we were going from about 20 spaces we had usually the years past, and a lockdown on Franklin Street. It just wasn't enough. It was full all the time. So we're going to about double that. We're going to go to about 40, 45 spaces. So there's officers that are going to be assigned there to keep an eye on it. We got signage made that's been designated handicap parking in those blocks. Hopefully we'll take care of that. Other than that, it's all hands on deck for us. All the officers know there's no benefit time, there's no time off during this season. And there's just a lot of staff equipment that we order and to make sure everybody stays safe at certain interval. There's all sorts of things we have to keep an account for. Obviously, the crowd size, the events, sort of bad weather, all those things we can be involved in. You know, years ago we had a major thunderstorm come through, we had flooding in town. You know, of course, things like exit rounds are our top priority on our list. And we have our eyes and ears out, feelers out. Elias is helping us out this year, the Sheriff's Department, Illinois State Police. So this isn't just something that we put out an overtime call the week before. You guys show up to work that day. This is something that's planned for 11 months. Multiple agencies, the fire department, EMA, everybody's involved in decisions here. So it's a serious thing. So I don't know what else we can touch on. Anything else you want to touch?
It's good, unless anybody has questions.
Any questions? I love questions.
National Night Out, I heard it was well attended. I'm sorry I didn't make it.
Yep.
What can you tell us about that?
Want to address that? I was there.
It was good.
It was hot.
We had great weather that night, and I think that definitely helped. One thing we did this year is, each year we try to, there's the event with things to do, and then we also invite different groups to come participate. And we always try to invite groups that can offer alternatives for kids, like positive things to be doing, that groups that are positive for our community. So it might be the 4-H club or Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. This year we focused on some of the sports activities that are offered in town. So we have a lot of great opportunities for kids in the sports world. Our theme for the night was Game on Morris. So everything focused around different sports activities. And we specifically invited the Warriors to come and the cheer element of that too, as well as the Morris Wrestling Club. The Morris High School baseball team was there, just having different activities for kids in the sports realm. And so the Warriors in particular, they just bring a big crowd with them, and it was great having them and the other clubs there. 4-H was still with us. There was a couple community service agencies, but it just was great to have their people came in, hopefully give them some exposure too. And but we had a great turnout. Weather couldn't have been better, and we just appreciate all the agencies that show up and spend their time, as well as and if I started to name them, I'm sure, because I didn't bring it, I would leave somebody out, but so many community groups and businesses donate towards it and make it possible. It literally cost us practically nothing because of the businesses that are very generous. So we appreciate that. Thank you for asking. It was a good night.
Thank you. Thanks for putting that together.
It's a group project.
Okay, Mr. Bill Martin, Arizona, if you would, sir.
Good morning. I just wanted to talk about the old KeyCheck office. Has recently been cleaned up. You can see the building again, which is nice. We've been working hard to, with all the rain we've had and the heat, the grass has been mown, and we're trying to keep up on everybody. I know there's some that are still long out there, but so we're working on that. And then Sun Brew, their plans are out for the second review, and I expect to receive something back from them this week. So they'll have their permit hopefully this week, if not next week. And then the other thing I want to talk about was Quick Trip. They're supposed to go, well, they're going to go across from like the corner of Route 6 and 47 there, across from Chase Bank, kind of across from Walmart. And I recently talked to my contact there, and he said that they're redoing their civil engineering plans. So they're maybe going to have to come back to the development review committee because they may be changing their site plan. So that's where that's at this point.
And that was based on building materials, not necessarily turning the entrances or anything major like that, right?
No, this would be simply the parking lot itself, maybe. And the underground is mostly what he was talking about. So they've been working with Chamberlain, our city engineer, going back and forth with that. So that's kind of where they're at. Oh, and another thing I should bring up is Compass. So the Compass truck stop, they're going to annex 45 acres out there across from Love's. So it would be between Interstate 80 and Route Route 6 and west of Brisbane Road. And they're doing a PUD, so we'll have a little control over what they can put in out there as far as some quick serve restaurants and maybe hopefully a hotel. So that'll be coming up at the next, actually be in September at my zoning commission meeting. And the first meeting in October is where their annexation will be up. So that's all I got. Anyone have any questions?
I know you've been working a long time with that one house on Fremont Avenue, right at the foot of West Avenue, and then the old Greenhorn. Can you give us an update on where that's all at?
So the owner of the old Greenhorn has been working on the inside of that, and he's been doing everything himself, so that's why it's taking so long. I think that he's waiting to find out what exactly IDOT's gonna do with the widening of Route 6. And I did speak with a real estate appraiser that's working with him in their negotiations with IDOT. Parking's gonna be a problem with that building, but he doesn't really have a set user for the ground floor. It doesn't have to be a restaurant. He's open to something different. And he does own a home directly west of there, so that may help with that as well. But that's where that one's at. And the other one, on Fremont, 557 Fremont Avenue, is in court. She's still battling with her contractor, and they haven't finalized that yet. And they haven't been mowing the grass there though, so that's been good. It looks a little better. Yeah. I don't know, it might be better to have big tall grass than hide the house. Right. Not sure.
Right.
So,
Okay, well, glad to hear he's in there working. You can't tell from the outside, so I just didn't know.
yeah, he's been working on the nights and on the weekends on it, so he is trying to improve it. Okay. Anything else?
The Darcy, expansion, is that what gas station is, and I heard that
Yes, so back in December, they reached out to me, their architect reached out to me. They're supposed to add 250,000 square feet to that building. They acquired the gas station property, and I believe they bought that landlocked piece of property that used to belong to Mr. Shea. And they're gonna expand, and they'll put in a larger lot. So it's coming, I just don't know when. They're talking about it.
It also looks better with the trucks hiding the gas station.
Yes.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, business development update, Julie, new business activity.
Thank you. So I have in the packet, and I'll turn here, this is the latest map of downtown Morris, and it just felt significant, so I wanted to call attention for this group. At last Tuesday's Judiciary and Licensing Committee meeting, the city granted 10 new business licenses, actually 9 new and 1 transfer, which is a pretty important indicator, I think, as there's a lot of challenges economically going on, and we tend to hear about industrial development in the region. There's a lot of commercial growth and particularly small business growth going on right now. And Cornfest, as much as it is something that the city focuses a lot of its resources on, it becomes a natural deadline for businesses. They want to be open by Cornfest. They want to capitalize on that foot traffic and the crowd and the exposure of that event. So this was just a good time to kind of raise to you some of the new places that are coming or getting ready to open their doors. When a business receives a license for our downtown, I update them on the downtown map, and this goes on our website and goes out to the local businesses through the chamber and other places. But I wanted to call attention to just a couple of them, and I'm referring to the Judiciary and Licensing Committee meeting agenda. So Erica Cummings will open Common Thread Boutique. That's at 323 Liberty Street. She is operating a woman's clothing store, and her model is focused on sustainability, natural fibers, the notion of like a capsule wardrobe, which is pretty popular right now. So we think that'll be a nice complement to the other boutiques downtown. Her business is taking the place of where the Marines were. So turning that into retail, which is great for our downtown. Along those same lines, Kelly Dwyer will open Towpath Books in the former Hearing Solutions, which is right next door. So again, taking that space that was traditionally more office medical and turning it into a retail spot. Kelly and her husband moved to the area, I believe during COVID, and she's got such a cool vision to open a bookstore down there, getting feedback from the community right now, doing a survey on what people would like to see, new and used books. So we're excited for that. It's something we don't have. Let's see, we've got the new Soul Lux, which is a restaurant that's going into Verbena, and that is going to have soul food is kind of their description. They'll have a lot of vegan options. So again, another great addition. We're not seeing some duplication in these businesses, which is pretty cool. The other one is Table 213. So this is the former White's Cafe building, which has been a long time in the making and a long time wondering, what's going on there. But they've gotten a business license, and the vision for that is a restaurant that would have kind of a nicer dinner, but also with some lunch options that are good for people that are maybe doing business at the courthouse or just doing business downtown, kind of a quicker option for lunch, elevated option for dinner. I think they plan to apply for a liquor license eventually. So I just wanted to highlight those. It feels significant, especially those businesses that are coming to our downtown. We've got at least 2 more for the September Judiciary and Licensing Committee agenda that'll be located downtown as well. So any comments, questions? I don't know if you're hearing things. Ray, I know you put up a sign for the Cozy Coop, who got her license earlier this summer, or Cozy Scoop Mercantile. It's going to be on the 800 block of Liberty, which doesn't have as much retail traffic sometimes. So I think that'll be a great addition, kind of a gift shop, ice cream place, coffee. So, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not to pick on that ball, so they are turning over.
You're right. And a lot of credit to the property owners on that. I mean, when you have a property owner that's aggressive and they want to see their space filled, they'll wait for the right person, especially those that want to wait for retail and maybe not just go to the first person that's willing to pay the rent and but not show up. And we've got a couple of those. So it all goes back to local property ownership. So in that regard, that's something that Billy and I really kind of work on and push, especially with the buildings that are empty and not seeing as much attention. We've been in touch with those property owners to see, are they interested in selling? What would their price be? And then trying to help kind of market that among the local community. So if anybody's been dreaming about purchasing a building downtown, you can help add to this long list of people that are coming. So just welcome your feedback on that. I know you all live and work there every day. So
Thanks, Julie.